Hi, greetings at WP Code Studio. In today's video, we are going to build a simple but powerful web application that detects your current location, exactly like that you are watching. So before initialize, make sure subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon button to get new updates. Let's start creating by three files. Those are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So at the beginning, we need to create index.html file, and then just let me take the HTML boilerplate, and already it has comes here, and then we will create style.css file. And also we need one more file. This is called JavaScript file. So its name I'm giving here main.js. Okay, and then just come to our HTML boilerplate, and at the beginning we need a user-friendly interface. So and we all may know that there is no alternative to HTML and CSS for that. So in the meantime, I have taken this boilerplate, and we should change the title here. So this title name I'm giving here location detector or tracking, whatever. And also we have to link our style sheet with this HTML file. So for that, just below this title, we'll take a link tag and just define the path style.css. Okay, and then all the necessary code we will do within this body tag. So at the beginning, within this body tag, we will take a div, and we're gonna give a class name for this div. Its name we will give here container. So for the timing, just copy this class name and leave it as it is. And let's come to our style sheet, and simply we have to give several by default CSS for that template. So for that, just take universal selector, and then for that template we will give here margin 0 and padding 0. Also we need to take here a font family, otherwise our template fonts will never looks pretty. So for that, just give the property here font family, and then I'm taking here Province font and leave it as it is. And we need to apply a few CSS for this body. I mean, I'm talking about this body. We will apply several CSS properties for this above this body tag. So just right here body and curly braces, and then we will apply a background color for this body. This color will be linear gradient, and so we have given here a background color linear gradient, and then we need to give a height for this body. So this body height I'm giving here mean height 100 px. So now at the time we should take a look how it's look like actually. So for that, just let me open my browser, and already this file has been opened on this tab, but unfortunately we can't see any changed because it seems to be we did a mistake. So just come to our code files, and here we need to check step by step. Here everything is okay. I think the problem comes from style.css file, and here yes, we can see here only 135. But what is the meaning of this? This will be 135 degrees. So just add here DEZ. Okay, and now it's okay. This does mean that this background color position will be 135 degrees. So now it will be work, I think. And just open this browser and let's refresh. Yes, this has worked nicely. And now we will apply few CSS above this container. I mean, I'm talking about this container, and already we have copied this class name. Just paste it here below this body and curly braces. So what we want actually, so first of all, we have to give here a height for this container. So I'm giving here the height here like 100 days and display flex. And the flex direction we need to give here, column, and justify content will be center left to right, and align item also will be center top to bottom, and then it's okay. Here now at the beginning we will take a button where upon clicking the device location will be detected. So for that simply just write it down here, button, and this button inner text will give here detect current location. And also we need a ID for this button because we're gonna apply CSS for about this button. So for that we need to take here a ID. So this ID name I'm gonna give here btn simply, and let's take a look, is it appear on our browser or not. Then we will apply CSS about this button. Yes, this has appeared on this browser, but unfortunately this is not looks too much prettier because if we didn't have applied CSS about this button. So now come to our HTML file, just copy this ID name from here and on this style.css file and then within this curly braces we will apply CSS about this button. So first of all we gonna give here display block for this button, and then padding 15 pixel to 13 pixel, and font family, font size 16 pixel, and margin bottom also we should take here 50 pixel. And now let's take a look. Yes, that's great, and still we left to apply a few more CSS properties. So those are background color white I'm giving here, and then text transform we should give here uppercase for better looking, and cursor pointer. Okay, and we can see here a border, but we don't need any border for this button. So for that we will tell here border style none, and now let's check it. Now the border has been removed from this button, and again we have to apply one more property. This is called box shadow. So the box shadow will be 0.8 pixel and 32 pixel, and RGB color like 0, 0, 0 and 0.2. And now I think it will be look too much prettier, better than before. And yes, it looks too much prettier, better than before, I mean better than earlier. So how about if we apply a hover effect for this button? While user will be hover on this button background color or opacity will be down. So for that just copy this button from here and paste it, and then hover, and while user will be hover that button opacity will be down. So for that opacity I'm giving here 0.2, and also the box shadow will be decreased, like just make it 20, and this 0.2 here we will say here 0.1. And then let's take a look our browser, and while we will use above this button opacity will be down like this. And we need to work with location details. So for that just simply take a div, and this div class name I'm gonna give here location details, and within this we'll take another div. This div class name I'm giving here form section. Okay, and within this form section we'll take a label for our input field, and we don't need any attribute for this label. And this label inner text I'm giving here address. That means this label for address input field. So below this label we'll take input field. This input field type will be text. Simply leave it as it is, and the ID we should take here for this input field, the ID name I'm giving here address for better understand. And also we should take default value for this input field, like waiting to get your location. waiting to get your location. That means the location will be detected while the location will be detected from their user device, and then the address, I mean that content will be appear within this input field. So for that we have taken this here, and then with below this input pin we'll take another label. This label just remove, and this label will be for decimal degrees. Okay, and also below this label we'll take another div, but this div class name we should not take here, just simply take a div, and within this div we'll take a label, this label for latitude, and this input field type will be number, and the ID also I'm giving here this one for better understand, and value by default will be 00.00. Okay, and just copy this and paste it one more time, and just change the inner text from this level longitude. Just copy and change the ID from here. This longitude value also will be 00, because while the location will be detected at a time, this longitude and latitude will be appear within this field, input field. So for the time being, leave it as it is, and now we need to apply few CSS above these location details. But before that we should take one more div from below this location form section. I mean this below this form section we need to take one more div. This div class name we're gonna give here map section, because we will appear also map on our browser, I mean on our template. So for the time being, leave it as it is. We'll work with this map section later on. Since we're gonna appear map into this map section, so for that we need to take here alpha for appear the map. The section is edited, so within this we enter the location URL within this entry string, and then just remove this plain border, because we don't need any border for this map. And still we need to enter the necessary attributes, so let's enter this. First we will take here allow for the screen loading beyond here lazy load, so for that here lazy, and then refer policy. So within this we'll tell here no referral, then downgrade. So just to write it down here, refer long end. Then we're going to be GTF for this map 100%, and also I will be 100%. So this is how we're working, and still we need to apply the CSS of this all the elements. So before applying any CSS, let's take a look how it's applied on our browser. So now it's look not the most pretty, because it's still at least our user interface is ready for work. So now we will start coding with JavaScript, but before that we need to link this JavaScript file with our HTML file. So for that we will take here a script, and within there just write src and define the path here. This is our JavaScript file and we don't need this. And let me clear the concept actually what we need here. So if the user will click about this button, at a time their device location will be detected. So for that, within this button we will take a HTML event attribute like onClick, and for this attribute we need to give a name. So I'm gonna give here a name like get location, and just copy this. And let's come to our JavaScript file. Here we'll create a function. But before doing any more code, we should take a look, is it working or not. So for that, I'm giving here a simply alert message for checking purpose. So this message I'm giving here hello world, and let's check it. Yes, that's working nicely. And now I remove this because we don't need this one. Within this, we need a callback function to get latitude and longitude. So for that, let me write here navigator dot geolocation dot get current position, and first bracket, and within this function, and this function parameter I'm gonna give here position and then curly braces. And also we need to handle the error. If somehow there happened any error, then the error should be defined. So for that, write down here function dot and first bracket error, and we will define the error by console log. So for that, just write down here error. Okay, so it's okay. And then within this code block, first code block, we will grab latitude and longitude first of all. So for that, write down here variable. This variable name I'm giving here latitude equal, so copy this parameter from here, position, and then coords dot latitude. Okay, and just paste, copy and paste it, and this one will be longitude. Since we're gonna detect the device location using our API, so for that I have already that, and here you can see this is my API URL link, and also I have that key. So if you don't have that, so no worries, just go to your browser and search OpenCage data, and here click on this first tab, and here you can see this website. And within this, if you don't have any account, then just click on the sign up, and from here you can create your account using Google account or GitHub account, whatever you want. So this is very simple. Just create your account, and then you will get that API with API key. So this is not a big deal, I think. So let it go for the time being, and if you still have any problem with this, then you can tell me below this comment section. So since I have this already, so let me prepare the URL for calling the API. So for that, I'm taking here a variable. This variable I'm giving URL and equal. Just let me copy this, and then we'll take here backtick key and then paste that URL. So we don't need this here. And now what we need to organize this API for calling. So for that, we need to engage this latitude and longitude with this API, and also this API key. So first of all, I will grab this latitude within this here. Just do like me. If you have any problem and any question, you can tell me below the comment section. Okay, so now we have added here already latitude and longitude, and also we need this API. So for that, just copy this API key variable name from here, and then you can see here key equal, then we will add here the key. Okay, our URL already has been prepared for calling, and then we will face this API. So for that, just write face and then first bracket, and within this URL we will enter here, and then dot, then response equal res dot JSON, and again dot, then data equals and what if unfortunately get any error. So for handle the error, we need to take here cats block. Okay, within this code block we'll say here console log, and within this console log we'll give a message there went something wrong plus that error will be appear. Okay, so now our API is ready for calls, but how we understand that this API is being called or not? So for that we will take here console log, and within this we will grab this data, and if the API is called without any hassle, then the data will be appear within console, browser console. So for that, let's open our browser, and before click on this button, we should open the console by inspect element, and then we will click above this button, and then it will be work, I hope. So now it asks me to allow the location, then let's allow. Yes, the console is print nicely, and within this console there have so many properties and data, but within this we need to grab our necessary content. Like first of all we will open this, and within this we need to go this result, and within this you can see here zero index number, and within this zero index number you will get this component, and within this component you will get all the necessary content that you need, like continent, country code, house number, postcode, whatever you want you can appear on this template. So for that we will start coding on JavaScript. Again, just remove this, and what we're gonna have here, first of all we're gonna take here continent, but before that let me close this, and first copy this data, and let's take a variable. This variable name I'm giving here continent, because we will take here continent first of all. So data, and from this data we need to go on result, and for that just copy this result, and after this data we will take here a square bracket and then a string. Within this string just paste the result, and within this result you can see here zero index number, so we need to also grab this index number 0. So for that, again after result we need to take here square bracket, and within this square bracket we should give here 0, because all the data is available within this 0 index number, and within this index number we will grab this component, because within this component this data is appear, you can see here. So just copy this component, and again after this take one more time, and then we have already taken this continent, and from here first of all we will grab this continent. Our continent name we can see here Asia, so just copy it and paste it here. Okay, so already we have taken our continent name, and then we will take country name. So for that just copy this one and country, and from here just copy this country property name. Then what we did, we want also house number, like this is our current house number, just copy and paste. And then sorry, mistakenly we did not copy house number, that was country code, we don't need this. Okay, house number comes here, and municipality here also we will take, and postcode will take here also. postcode, and then quarter, we don't need this. And how about if we take here district, state, district? Okay, for the time being, let it go. We don't need anything else. So now we have grabbed all the necessary content, for example, that we need. If you want to take any more data, then you can grab from here like this way that I'm showing you right now. So at the time, we need to close this inspect, console log, and then we will appear those data within this field. So for that, first of all, we need to grab field. So for that, we have taken here also ID. So just copy this ID address first of all, and then just write here post address and document.get element by ID. Okay, and then we need also this latitude and longitude, because we need to appear these two numbers also. So just copy this latitude and come to our JavaScript file. We can just copy and paste it one more time, then just we'll add this ID name, then it will work. And okay, so first of all, we will appear this latitude and longitude on these two fields. Here will be appear latitude and here will be appear longitude. So for that, just copy and then below this latitude, this name should be okay. It's okay. Just copy this one from here and paste it here, and got value. So latitude. Okay, copy and just longitude, and this longitude will be appear here. And now let's check it, is it working or not. Yes, this latitude and longitude number is appear in this field. So it's time to visible the address from within this field. So for that, just copy this address variable name from here and what value and equal. We'll take here backtick, and within this, first we will appear here. For example, appearing here this one. So, and then we will take postcode, and then yes, an icon, and country we will take here, and at the end we should take continent. Let's check it. Yes, we can see here Dhaka metropolitan, and our postcode is 1000 and Bangladesh Asia. This part has been completed, but even after we left to do work with this Google map, because how about if we appear this location on this Google map? I mean, this Dhaka metropolitan will be appear on this Google map. So how we can do this? You don't need to worry, this is very simple. Just look at my code here, and here we will give a ID first of all for this iframe, like iframe. This is my ID, and let's come to our JavaScript file and grab this here, document.get element by ID, and then okay, just copy this, and then so what we're gonna do here, first of all, let me show you that one thing, that in this iframe you can see here src, and within this src this URL is appear. But how about we change this URL location? Here you can see only Bangladesh, that's why here Bangladesh map is appear. But we want this location name, I mean Dhaka Metropolitan, will be appear here. So for that we need to change this name from here by one click. So for that, just come back to our JavaScript file and then iframe dot src and equal. Again take backtick key and then just from here copy this URL and come back to our JavaScript file and paste it here. From within this URL, just remove this Bangladesh and we will appear the current location where we are living right now. So already I have appeared this content, so here just add a variable like array and just copy this and paste it here. So now it will work according to our requirement. Like if we check it, just click on this button and now you can see the location has been changed and also map will be appear the current location Dhaka. So this is how we work.